Hey, welcome to this episode of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade. I am your host at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So, just adjusting myself in my seat. So, today we are going to talk about your life purpose-led business, right? And it's Contribution Freedom Mondays in my world. So, welcome. So we are going to have the concepts in this episode be a follow-on and a continuation on from last Monday's episode. So as I stream out this YouTube podcast, what I wanted to do was connect the dots each and every Monday. So you'll see on the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success by Iona YouTube channel, or on the podcast playlist, 7 days prior to now, I set some intentions and I want to talk about that. And so today, hopefully you'll set some intentions and you'll come back and be held accountable. And if you're watching in every single week, and if you're watching in the soullegacyacademy.com as one of my students, then this is our chance to really get together as a way that holds each other accountable. And if you body up, that would be amazing. So I do have the Seven Freedoms Frequency 2-hour monthly call-in gym on the first Monday of the month for my students. And so I love that. I love contributing in that way. So I just want to put that out there and put this into context, because I was just looking at my notes from the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. And so this is a very practical podcast where we visualize together, we journal together, we set intentions together, we set our next steps together, we vision board together, we do all the things to raise our vibrational frequency and soul speak into existence. And so I set some intentions, and I'll tell you what those are in a second. And I was like, let me just check, did I do those things? Because when you automatically think, well, I'm hosting this podcast, of course I've done the things. And I actually haven't done all of them, and I'll tell you why. And it's a great lesson to understand that when we set intentions, we do get the thing done. And I had this conversation this week, actually. We do get the things done, but we might get them done in a different order. And for contribution freedom and my relationships, I was talking to my soul guide instructor for the Spiritual Business YouTubers Network and the soullegacyacademy.com, and we got on a call from 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. one day. And then I did the summit and all the things, but it was productive stuff to move me forward, which will inform the intentions that I set last week. So just to be mindful of that, like not to beat yourself up. I'm just going to have a sip of my decaf coffee because I can. So let me dive into the episode. So today, leading a life purpose-led driven business for spiritual entrepreneurs who have a movement. And there's several things that I break this episode down into. So the first part is rating our vibrational frequency, right? A 1 to 11. And I didn't actually count up my vibration from last week, so I'll share that. It was, I rate between a 1 and 11, whether we feel in soul funk or in soul flow. And so 2 of the days from last week, I rated at a 10. So that would be 75 for the week. So that's pretty high score, a high vibration, and a high vibing. And that's the point of just touching in with each area of your life in the Seven Freedoms Frequency. And I'll share the areas that I talk about every single day as I go live on the Soul Legacy TV. The next thing we talk about is vision boarding and taking my vision board challenge. If you have not done a vision board for a while and you've never done a vision board in the way that I'm teaching you, as in breaking down your life into these 7 areas and raising your vibrational frequency, it's pretty amazing. People do say that it's amazing. I do that challenge annually on the second week in December at 7:30 p.m. UK time, and it's Monday to Sunday. So we have like about an hour and a half each day. And I go live and I share with you my own vision board process and what I've manifested and what's not manifested, etc. So it's you've got replays on the playlist on the YouTube channel, and in my Facebook communities, and in the Telegram community, and in the Soul Legacy Academy as well. The next thing we're going to talk about is gratitude, expressing gratitude, but the 7 freedoms frequency way. Cheers to financial freedom frequency, I say. We bring that acronym and we bring all of the 7 freedoms into the day. We are going to talk about how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day. That's your soul legacy in terms of contribution and your life purpose-led business. And then I'm going to talk about the next steps. So that'll be pretty cool. All right. So then we're going to do the soul income game, back the 50K in 50 days challenge. I'm going to invite you to my masterclass so we can do it in the visible world as well. Then I'm going to talk about the book for today, and that is Ask and It's Given. I'm just going to flip this up. Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. And I just opened it at a page because I hadn't listened to a book today because I was recording. And it's pretty interesting, so I'm going to read a little bit of that book as well. The card for today, I'm going to pull that. I pulled it and I'll share with you what it is. It's a card from Keepers of the Light. And then I'm going to invite you to our monthly call. It's called the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, which I'm the producer of. And we have a free 90-minute monthly networking call for spiritual entrepreneurs who have a movement, who want to do YouTube podcasting partnerships. We want to come together and co-create and collaborate and connect and cross-promote and do all those things. It's a beautiful space. Do come and join me. Everything that I mention, the link will be down in the show notes. So your vibrational frequency, rate between a 1 and an 11. What is it today? So I rated all of last week and I felt really high vibe today. Contribution freedom for me is definitely an 11. So the way that I do my rating, and hopefully my phone is not cutting out when my daughter's messaging. So she's in another country, so I'm like reading as well. So we rate between a 1 and 11, and you may be familiar with the life coaching wheel, and lots of coaches use it. And so oftentimes the rating is about different areas of your life, and you rate between a 0 and a 10. And we don't rate at a 0 because you're breathing. So we do a 0 to a 1. And when people do the wheel of life, they tend to say, how fulfilled are you with your life? You're looking at your external circumstances. And if you feel a bit miserable, then they're like, yeah, you don't feel fulfilled. Your life's really bumpy. And it's quite physical and external. And what I want to do is use what I call the soul legacy wheel. And I do this in the vision board challenge. And we rate our vibrational frequency based on how in alignment we feel with our higher self and source and soul and guidance, because we know that we're looking at the world, and I like to say through our soul lens. And when we look at the world through our soul lens rather than our human lens, we get to know that we are manifestors and we are creators, and whatever is going on externally, we get to look within, journal it out, visualize, and change the whole narrative of that, not the external. We've got to force and push and pull. So we set forth the energy beforehand, before taking all those actions. So the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast is about having that spiritual business success, but on an energetic level first, okay? So what do you rate between a 1 and 11? Mine is 11. And say if it was a different level last week, well, first of all, what do you want it to be all week? I knew what I wanted it to be and what I needed to do in order for that to hold true. But if it does dip at any point, then you're like, assess what is going on internally, how you're feeling. And again, if anybody hasn't asked you how you feel today, how do you feel? Hopefully you're feeling high vibe. And if you're not, that's okay. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is vision boards. So vision boarding, some people don't really, do you know what? Some people don't get on with visualizing. They're like, I can't visualize. And I'm like, I'm not a really great visualizer, but I notice that I tend to close my eyes, and I'm hoping that my phone isn't flashing. So I'm just saying. So have you created a vision board of late? What is on your vision board? And some people say, oh, I've created a vision board. I don't need to do your vision board, Iona. And then they do it and they're like, oh my gosh, this vision board is amazing, because it's not just sticking pictures on a cork board and then expecting that to manifest. What I do is break down each area of your life, and I talk about your spiritual awakening. I talk about the law of vibration rather than the law of attraction, what that is underneath the law of attraction. I talk about segment intending, all of the kind of teachings that I have accumulated and sat a lot that you will be familiar with, and we bring that into this experience. And then we follow on, because many times, yeah, you might have it on your vision board and it's like, oh, I've forgotten what's on my vision board, I'm not in alignment with it anyway, it's never going to manifest, all the things. All right, so I invite you to do my 7-day vision board challenge. It's completely free. Students do it as well. And if you are not clear on what it is that you want to experience, then, you know, the universe is not really going to know what it is that you want to experience, if that makes sense. If you don't have clarity on that, you're not really clear. So I was listening to an interview between Jay Shetty and do you know what? I've got distractions. Sorry. I was listening to an interview between Jay Shetty and Bob Proctor, and the late Bob Proctor. And Bob Proctor was saying about your life purpose, and, you know, what do you want to do when you get out of bed in the morning? That's why you're here. And I love that. And so he says that often people don't know what they want to do, and then they go about the business of working. And yeah, he says that's the worst way to earn money. You can earn money at a lot of things. You know, if you don't like what you're doing, then stop it, basically. And I was like, okay. So when we believe that we're manifestors and we're not doing what we want to do, I do believe that you can change it. I do. I really do. So the vision board, in terms of contribution, what have you put on your vision board? What would you put on your vision board? Because we're going to take steps to be in alignment with manifesting that, not pushing and pulling and holding, and being great with allowing the things that come into your life and into your world and flowing through those and with those, because it's on that journey and it's the experience, it's not the destination, right? And sometimes we don't know what we don't know, and sometimes we set the intention to do a certain thing, and then other things will come up and it's like, oh, this is a distraction, or this is, and sometimes they just come up and it's beautiful. And it is the thing that gets you to the end goal, but it might just take a different route. And success is not in A to B line. Success is often in a hot mess. So the next thing I want to talk about is gratitude, and the way that we express gratitude for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is to, I like to say I'm happy, I'm grateful, and I appreciate. I did have my gratitude stone that my daughter got me, but I think I might have packed it away, and she's still messaging. So, all right. So I say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. And usually, so if sometimes that you don't feel like you have anything to be grateful for, or that much to be grateful for, think of something in the past that you're grateful for, or in the present, or in the predicted future, or that's on your vision board, and you can kind of say thank you for that. So in terms of not just contribution, but all of the Seven Freedoms frequency, that's where we raise our vibration. And so I like to bring in the acronym that I use for the Seven Freedoms frequency. It's about living in more intentionally, setting intentions. So I call them the intentional living codes, the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. And that Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency part stands for the code, the frequency, your code, your frequency is different to my frequency. So the cheers, the letters, stand for C for contribution freedom, Monday, that's today. H is for health freedom, the frequency of that. E is for emotional freedom. The other E is for environmental freedom. The R is for relationship freedom. Hey, love. The S is for, I'm trying to like not be distracted by my daughter, like sending me messages. Oh my dude. The S is for spiritual freedom, and the F is for financial freedom. Sorry, I messaged before. Oh no, it's fine. No, not you messaging me. My daughter's messaging me. She's out in Greece, She's actually messaging mother updates to her boyfriend's mum and me at the same time, because they're trying to do 2 stones and a double whammy, and then they're getting responses back, and it's all over my phone. However, our contribution, it doesn't say that you're on here though, Robin. It doesn't. The contribution is our light work and our lifestyle. My greatest contribution is being a mama and a grandmama. So like, yeah, I'm not really annoyed, but it's actually on my screen. So Robin's joining us. Robin's sorry I messaged before seeing live. It's absolutely fine. She's in Greece. Yeah, she keeps going away. She's just been to. She took me to Amsterdam for my 50th in August. It's now October. So, and she went to Portugal like a couple of weeks after that. And she went to Amsterdam at the beginning of the week, and she had not been anywhere for a while. She hadn't got a passport, so I got her a passport, and that was it. The girl is off. Yeah, she's in Greece. She got there today, so they're sending pictures and all the things, and they don't know I'm on live because I'm on live later again. So I'm gonna stick to my time so I don't get phone calls and messages. I know, look at my girl, my baby girl traveling when she's 20. But yeah, I'm so like, I'm just so blessed to end the hotel. Oh, Robin, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I won't talk her business out, but relationship stuff is happening in my daughter's world. So, okay. I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. This is what we want to do. So for contribution freedom, the C for contribution freedom, I did those. So for contribution freedom, I like to say this is soul speaking into existence. So I'm going to do, rather than doing my light work as in terms of contribution, well, I'm going to do both. And we want to contribute, look where we're contributing in our light work and our lifestyle. All this 7 freedoms is about balancing your light work and your lifestyle as a spiritual entrepreneur. So happy and I'm grateful. Don't have my stone that my daughter gave me, my Love Heart Rock. I'm happy and I'm have her with me, right? I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate like contributing to my daughter, getting her the passport, and then she's off. Like just raising her has just, I'm just so happy and grateful, and I truly appreciate just having a daughter like her. She's absolutely amazing. Absolutely, like things have not always been easy. She's absolutely, and she rang me last night. We were on the video call, and I was like, "Why have you not rung me that much lately?" I'm like, "Dude," and she said, like, I don't have time for every day. I was like, what? And then we were laughing. She was video calling me while she was packing and stuff. And I said, oh, I love you. You're so amazing. And she goes, we both went, oh dear, or something like that together. We often like finish each other's sentences. And I said, I love you. And she goes, yeah, because I'm a mini you. And I'm like, yes. She knows. So that's that level of contribution that just makes me so happy and grateful and really appreciate those moments. Like, my daughter wants to take me to Amsterdam and get lit in Amsterdam. It's just like absolutely fantastic. She is amazing, isn't she? Yeah, it could be a pain in the bum sometimes, but very short window of her life. So yeah, I'm happy and grateful for that. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate I was able to sit down and re-record some trainings, so contributing to students in the Soul Legacy Academy, because I created a training called something about Facebook groups, and I renamed it 3 ways to create Facebook groups to speak to, serve and sign up a high paying one-to-many soul clients online. Yes, is that a great title? And so I looked back at the contribution that I had done, and with the Spiritual Businesswoman Network, and literally growing that group to 1,200 members in 12 weeks was a feat. And so I was able to reflect back and see the level of contribution, and then actually reflect back to the journey. The journey's been absolutely amazing. It's been like a pause and lots of awakenings, and then coming back and seeing and actually being able to create the group and do the teaching in terms of all of the things that I had dialed down. Because at the time when I was doing the Spiritual Businesswoman Network, I was creating a lot of the things that you'll see at the Soul Legacy TV, Movement Marketing Media Kit, the Vision Board Challenge, the Art Co-Author Program, like just about all of it actually I was creating at the time. And so now it's like, oh, that was the thing. Like, and all of my businesses scheduled out for 7 years. I was in the process of doing all those things. It's just been really amazing. So I really am happy and grateful and appreciate that. In terms of health, happy and grateful, and I appreciate so my gratitude's low. Happy and grateful and appreciate. I'm painting the pictures in my mind and just like basking in the energy of that accomplishment. Like I'm really proud of myself. I'm happy, and it's not just to entertain you, it's my life. So bear with me. I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate it. In terms of how I feel amazing. I just absolutely feel amazing. I'm just happy and grateful. My mental health, my emotional health, my environmental health. My environmental health is like I'm here and I'm in London and stuff, and I'm here as like an incubationary period to be able to go off and travel and stuff, and it's serving me. The contrast of it's serving me in terms of, okay, my daughter just went and showed me her holiday. It's absolutely amazing, the views and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I gave up my home to do all the things. It wasn't the only reason, but yeah. And to be here, to be able to create, I'm like, yes, create the business that supports that. Fantastic, keep going, Iona Meade. Robin says that's a good way to put it. It's an incubationary period. See how like it literally feels like that. It's like, because it's such a small space as well. And I had a 3-bedroom house for like 11 years, and then before that I had a detached house with more bedrooms and stuff, and in between that I was homeless. But just saying, like, it's really weird to be 50 and to condense a 3-bedroom house down to 3 suitcases and a Mac, a big fat Mac, I might add, but a big Mac, my desktop and my laptop, and I could live in a van. I could really easy live in my camper van that I bought yesterday with my vibrational money voucher, very easily right now. That's how many of the belongings I've got. Sentimental stuff, I've got it in storage. Anyway, happy and grateful for my mental health, environmental health, physical health, spiritual health, all the healths that I cover on the vision board. Happy and grateful and appreciate emotional freedom. It's lit. Like, no matter what happens around me, no matter what happens, anybody else's stuff, anybody else's emotion, like, I'm good. I'm good. And I have to check in with that every single day. And I'm like, oh, that feels really good. It's having that awareness. And my daughter was like, yeah, because some people live in that, like, but if you want to do that, you do you, boo. She makes me absolutely laugh. Robin says, I've been living in a bedroom for the most part since 2008. That's crazy. I'll be preparing right there. I'm ready. Yeah. No. And a lot of people, that's like 5 years, right? And a lot of people have done that. At least they've traveled to seen different places. Just saying. Yeah, happy. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm happy. That's my gratitude. I'm happy and grateful and I appreciate this environment. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate being able to shift environments too. I'm happy and grateful. Relationships, the relationships I have are just amazing. And the ones that were not as amazing have subsided. And the ones that may probably need a little bit of work and tweaking in the future for them to be okay are quiet. So I can't see them and hear them and feel them. So I'm really happy about that. I'm about to go up 15 years. Is it 15 years? Did you say what? 5 years or 15? How many? Wait, hang on. Let's do some maths. Robin and I are doing maths on the YouTube channel. It's 2008. I said 5 years. How is it 2008? Huh? What? Okay, you need to talk. Because manifesting and visualizing and 15 years of your life is a really long time. Very long. So yeah, that's a big chunk. I don't think that's right. That's not right, is it? No, I don't think that's right. But if it is, kudos to you. It's family stuff, isn't it? And I did that for a year, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm done. Although I am going to volunteer for Compassionate Friends, building relationships with that. And then I was mentioning my social worker messaging me about financial stuff and saying that she's going to still be on it. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And then I filled out the form to be like a support for kinship foster carers, because goodness knows they need it, because I was burnt out to heck, and I'm a very strong lady, although I always say to people I'm not strong. Resilient, excuse me. And I've got a phone call with her on Friday. That is on my vision board, and it came to me in just, I didn't go out there and do it. I didn't know that even existed, and I think it's something new, or they're just, I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that. I stayed with my brother in 2008. Did you? It started then. Wow. You know, when you've got the home stuff, because I moved a lot, and my daughter, and probably my son said, but I think my son, I think Darnell just was kind of used to it because it was just us for a while. And with Mia, and Mia moves schools more because she wanted to. So I was just like, yeah, if you're not happy there, like, and so-and-so's going on, I moved schools. And I moved, not loads, but we moved quite a lot. And she said that, and I was like, do you think? I'm like, yeah, we did. She'd said that, like, new people that had come into her life, she'd describe her childhood as moving a lot. And I was like, oh, big girl, like, but she's been settled with friends and stuff, and settled with us, but moving a lot, and it does impact you. It traumatizes you. There's trauma there for environmental freedom. There's something, and it's about addressing that in the Seven Freedoms frequency, being that awareness, especially if it's not in alignment with your vision, if you're not even on vibrational frequency to that. So spiritual freedom, just having that awareness, really happy and grateful and appreciate that. Finances, happy and grateful that I have what I need to take care of what I need, because at one point I didn't. So, all right, let's do the launching day, leading day, leaving your day. How did you launch your day this morning in terms of your contribution? And how will you launch it all week up until next week? What intentions do you set? And how did you launch it all week? If you were with me from last week, when you set your intentions, what did you want your life to look like in terms of contributing to your soul clients, to your soul tribe, all things? I've done like a full out week, and my day's good. So if you've got, my days are full on at the minute, to be fair, in terms of recording or sorting and sifting, which I'm loving, because that's why I came to create. So I'm good with that. That's the place that I wanted to be. So what does your day look like in terms of how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day? Your morning routine, how you're leading your day, and your nighttime routine in terms of you contributing with your light work and your lifestyle. Does it actually look like the vision board? Do you have seeds? Are you getting there? Are you progressing? Let me know. So the next step, I want to talk about the 3 things that you commit to make your life look like that, like the habits, the actions, the routines, etc., that are going to follow up with that, right? It's like, is there a gap, a vibrational gap? Is there a physical gap? Like, are you the version of you who can see yourself actually in that vision on your vision board? And I have a video montage of my vision board, which I teach you guys to do. Play that. Are you playing that every single day? It's 30 seconds, and being in alignment, reminding yourself, and then taking the soul guided action. So I said last week, Monday, I was going to do my YouTube challenges in a box method. Did not do it, but I started it. And then I realized, as I was having the conversation with my lead soul guided instructor, that I needed to do certain things first. It's like, okay, well, it's okay doing the YouTube challenges in the box method. That's why I created the first Facebook group stuff, because we need to have a foundation to reach out to people and invite them into our world. And without that, in stage 1, you can't really do the YouTube challenge in the box method. You can, but you're kind of going to struggle. So that's why I created that. So it wasn't that I didn't want to do it, or I didn't set the intention to do it. I realized that I needed another step. And that's what I want to say, that when you set intentions and you say, right, I'm going to do blah, 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 it might not be the step that's the logical thing. But if there's something to do before that, get that done and then continue on the next week. So that's what I'm going to do. I had the summit, so I did that. Really proud of that. I'm really excited about that. There was a couple of techie glitches, but not crazy. And then there was something else. Oh, my steps in the boot camp. I'm like, yeah, I must do step 1, I must do step 2. And I realized that when I set the challenge for everybody to do, and we're going to write the books and what have you, everybody needs to do my 5-day challenge and get results to that before they move on to the boot camp, because it won't make sense. Plus this step that I've just given, right? And so the step, the Soul Tribe Avatar, Persona and Profile, that really makes sense then. So I didn't carry on doing the boot camp because it wasn't the next logical thing. Robin says, I'm definitely moving toward my board. Cool. It's just taking longer than I'd like, but I'm sticking with it. Thank you, Robin. So when you rate your vibrational frequency, what is that? So we say contribution freedom Monday, C contribution, F freedom Monday. No, contribution freedom Monday equals. And so what I invite you to do, only because you've mentioned this, Robin, and this is to everyone and it's to me as well, is that Robin says, be right back. No worries. So when you've gone the be right back, this is what I'll say. So when you feel that way, it's not in vibrational alignment with it's taking longer. I know that I'm asking you to say, is it manifested? Are you on the right track? But like we've come to this point of reality, a reality check, but then go back to the feeling of it's done. Go back to the feeling it's done. So it's done. That makes sense. And then there's no lack in there and pushing it away, because if it's in the future, then it won't happen. It will always be out of reach. Always, always, always be out of reach. It will never be in the physical, in the present. Always be out of reach. The Soul Income Game, bank 50k in 50 days. I did that on Sunday. I bought a camper van with my vibration and money voucher. Super happy about that. Loved it. So the Soul Income Game, we bank 50k in 50 days. So I do this challenge. I invite you to my spiritual based YouTubers Masterclass, the bank 50k in 50 days challenge, to speak to, serve and sign up your high paying soul clients online, create a business model that actually affords that. It's amazing. And the maths is not even as hard as what you think. And we do 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, and it's lit. So, and I love it. And so when we do the vibrational first, you kind of want to try on who you are with this money. So the Soul Legacy Journal, as I say, has it gives you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day. So it's a magical journal. It's called the Soul Legacy Journal, 365 Days of Your Spiritual Awakening Story. Co-created self-craft to spiritual alchemy for lightworkers. So we spend the vibrational money voucher, and there are some rules. So the first rule is we tithe 10% to a worthy cause. Mine is Compassionate Friends, and I volunteer as well. I will be volunteering and creating an online group for bereaved parents, because I am one, and an in-person group in Stratford every quarter. And I probably will do something around the kinship foster caring as well. So then we've got the 900 to spend. Now, we're not spending it on bills because we want to come from the space that is already taken care of, that vibrational frequency. My bills are already taken care of. This is a game. Play with it. The mind, you tell the mind what to think and feel. Well, tell the mind what to think. And then we're not saving it as such, like hoarding it, because like, oh, we've got, 7k in a week, and that's banking 50k in 50 days. It's 7 weeks, right? So what we do is we can take our savings are already done, taxes are already done, everything's taken care of. So we can carry over the money each day if we want to, but we must tithe. And then on a Sunday, I spend my vibrational money voucher because there's more of a chunk of money. But if there's something that I want in the week, I know, I'll just spend my vibrational money voucher. It's a really nice feeling. So let me know what is your worthy cause, and let me know if you are spending your vibrational money and you are taking on the bank 50 day challenge. All right. So the next thing is the book. So I'm going to read a little bit before I hop on. Oh, Robin's back. Hey, love. Robin says, I see where impatience comes in. Your impatience comes from. Okay. So that's the thing, is the Yeah, being impatient. So if vibration, and I'm not saying that you are feeling this all the time. I just want to bring that in as a lesson, just, you know, for anyone, and for anyone who doesn't know, Robin and I have worked together for the last 2.5 years, so we're good. But yeah, for anyone else that feels that sense of, and we all do, and we dip throughout the day and all things, but on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, when we are doing this process and Robin does her own journaling process, we become aware of so many things. So Robin's saying that in great awareness, and I'm just saying, okay, well, if there's anyone else experiencing that, remember to come from the space that it's already done. Okay, so this is chapter 2. Ask and It Is Given by Jerry Esther Hicks. Do you love it? I think this is probably an old, look how beat up it is. All right, so I'm holding the book up for anyone that's listening, right? So I just opened the book because I didn't go on my walk today and listen to an audible book. So it says, we are keeping our promises to you. We are reminding you of who you are. This is chapter 2. Do you know what you want? You got to know what you want. Do you know that you are the creator of your own experience? Do you really know? Because do you say it, but like, right? If you're the creator of your own experience, then you can't be an impatient creator because you're the creator of your own experience. It's like, what else is going to happen? Like, that's kind of like, oh, I don't have that power to create my own experience. Do you know what I mean? It's just insightful. That is why I read a book every single day, or part of a book. Are you enjoying the evolution of your desire? It's like a catch-22, right? Do you feel the freshness of your new desire pulsing within you? And it's in italics. So if you are among the rare humans, so this is like, you know, the answered yes, I'm enjoying the evolution of my desire. I feel wonderful as I stand in this place where many things that I desire have not yet come to me. He says, then you understand who you are and what this physical life experience is really about. However, that if you are, like most of us humans, feeling unhappy about your unfulfilled desires, if you have a desire for more money, but you find yourself in a continual state of shortage, if you are not satisfied with the job situation, but you feel stuck and cannot see any way of improving it, if your relationships are not satisfying, or if the dream relationship that you desire for, you have desired for as long as you can remember, continues to be just out of reach, if your body does not feel or look the way that you would like, then there are some very important and rather easy to understand things that we would like to convey to you here. That is chapter 2. So if you needed that reminder, Ask and It Is Given, but you have to ask and you have to be specific, and learning to manifest your desires. That is what that was about. Most of us are like unhappy on the journey, and then we say it's the journey because we tell other people it's the journey. Enjoy the journey. When it's our own journey, we point the fingers back. We're like, I'm not enjoying this journey at all. It's awful. And that's why I'm here doing the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, because I wanted to enjoy the journey. All right, so I'm just saying, this is the card for the day. Hopefully it's an inspiration to you. And you can't even see it. But it is Mercury, open communication. I'm sure I got this last Monday. Get away off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. I'm almost sure I got this last Monday. Almost sure. Get away off your chest. So if you've got something weighing you down, like, and you wanted to, even if you don't get it off your chest to the person, speak it, journal it out, right, in your soul legacy journal. Hopefully that was helpful. Last thing that I want to leave you with is to invite you to the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, the spiritual entrepreneurs who have a movement, our free monthly networking call to come and create, co-create, and collaborate and cross-promote. Like, get off the socials, like literally get off the socials, go into the show notes, click into the link and go and schedule on my calendar. I'm just saying, I want to meet you. I want to have a conversation with you. There are so many people that keep watching me. And I know that they're watching me because then they DM me and say, I was watching you. And then when I say, you're watching me, then they drop off. Do you see that? So funny. Listen, I am so committed to calling in the people that can see, hear, and feel me. So can you help me and share this out, please? Share the energy, share the love. If you've got any value whatsoever, then please do share it out. And if you don't, then that's okay, because I'm enjoying the journey anyway. Just saying, you don't know what you don't know. And I didn't realise I didn't have my headphones in, and I've got a lift. Right, I'm going. Love you. Mwah. Speak to you soon.